Welcome back to Shemsuniverse. So today, guys, we're going to discuss the truth about Chaldean numerology. So we're going to go over just the three aspects of Chaldean numerology today, which is the highest self and the human self. And the human self divides into two different categories. So to start off with the highest self, that is what we'd call the life path number in Western numerology or Pythagorean numerology, whatever you'd like to call it. So this is a very, very important number. This controls your spiritual self. This is your highest self, the reason for being. And they call this the highest self because that vibration goes above our seventh chakra, which is up here, and it actually brings you in connection with the universe. So this is the contract that you signed to be here. That's your all-time purpose, and it's what you need to follow in order to have good luck. So with your highest self, it's the same addition that you would do like with Western numerology. So you add your month, the birth date, and then the year that you're born in, and you come to a conclusion. In Chaldean numerology, there also is master numbers. They still do believe in the numbers 11, 22, and 33. The only difference is that they also do believe in 44 and 55. So I'm going to cover those master numbers as well when I go through this chapter of Chaldean numerology for sure. The definition of the life path numbers are pretty much the same. There are some minor differences that I will cover in future videos, but that is really the same in that aspect. If you know your life path number and you've read descriptions on or watched earlier videos that I've done, then you have a good idea of like what the highest self looks like. The next thing I want to discuss is the birth number, because this has a much more dominant role in comparison to Western numerology. The birth number now, guys, literally gives you your mindset, your health, and pretty much just how you perceive the world. So your birth number still goes from 1 to 9, unless you have a master number 11 or 22. And it does hold a huge role in, it can tell you about your lucky colors, your lucky days. It can tell you about what kind of health ailments you may have, if you have any at all. Certain things that you'd be better at than other people, positions. And a lot of the olden time people, they really did believe that if you were born a certain date, you would just be destined for greatness. Like in Chaldean numerology, people that are born on the 3rd, the 5th, or the 6th, and any numbers that add up to that, meaning like 12, 30, and so forth, you guys get it. Those are the people that have really, really good luck. People that are born on like 1 days would be leadership roles. 8 days, they might be bad people. In the Eastern way, anyway, that's how they view it, but they still be leaders, but it's just dark energy. I'm going to go through all of them. I'm just giving you guys a couple of examples because it's just an introduction to Chaldean numerology. I went over a bit of it in the past, but I don't think I've actually delved deep into it so you guys have a full understanding of the different concepts. So that's why I'm going to cover that in this chapter and make sure you guys have a full idea about what Eastern numerology is about, give you guys the introduction to that because we've already done Western, and then you guys will have a good idea of what's going on from there. The last part of the human self, though, would be your name number. And this is dictated also in like two different ways. So your name number is dictated by your full legal name at a given time. Unlike Western numerology, where it's just your full birth name, this is just your full legal name. So I've gone by Shemroy S.L. Collins in the past when I was first born. Then I changed my name to Shemroy S.L. Campbell based on my dad's last name. And that actually did change my whole vibration. So the thing about it is that you have to base it on what your legal name is at the time. And whatever that adds up to, that's what your actual expression number or name number would be. The birth number, even in Chaldean numerology, I did miss that, is called a psychic number because it controls the psychic realm. The highest self for the life path number, like I said, controls up here. It controls the spiritual self. So with the name number now, this is like your body. It's your whole body's vibration, your whole oratory field. And what you have to understand about that is this is controlling your aura, this is controlling how you speak, this is controlling your natural skills and abilities. It doesn't really affect your health. Mental one more so does, like your birth number, but your name number will affect how people perceive you. So it takes the control of the personality number, the expression number, and somewhat of the soul number as well. So when you have this, you have to understand that that number is going to be like it's like a major topic for you. So let's say you have like me, I'm a name number 77 that adds up to, which is karmic number 14. This is a number that gives a lot of economic loss, a lot of like bouts of depression and different things such as that you have to overcome. And with that, you end up being able to use that number to obtain your life path, just like in Western numerology. The difference with this one, though, is that let's say I go by Shem mostly. I have my name as Shemsuniverse, even though my full name is Shemroy. When you just have a short name or a nickname that everybody's been calling you, especially since birth, I'm not saying have a random nickname you're just going to make up and look up what number it vibrates to. A name that you love. Like, I've never called Shemroy even by my teachers. They just shorten it to Shem. Friends, family. My parents don't even call me Shemroy. So Shem holds a very, very important aspect in my life. And Shem vibrates to 17 over 8 in Chaldean numerology, which then matches up with my highest self number again. That number tells me a lot about what my major topics in life will be, the reoccurring things that I'm going to go through. So the main point of what I'm trying to get across here for you guys is, if you have a name that you go by more than your full name, meaning like if your name is Angela but you go by Angie, your name is Daniel but you go by Dan, your name is Richard but you go by Rick, that's very, very important. You want to know the vibration of the name that you're going by, because that's the name that's actually holding a lot of frequency. It's being spoken and thought about a lot. Meaning when people think about me, they're not thinking about how's Shemroy today, they're thinking about how's Shem. When I talk about myself, I say Shem. I call myself Shem, people call me Shem. It's getting spoken into the universe a lot. That's why it has such a powerful vibration. So if you have a name like that that's being spoken about a lot and thought about a lot, then that's really your name number. It's going to overpower your legal name, and it's actually going to take precedent over it. So that's the whole idea, is that you want to see what actual vibration you're on based on your name. If you just go by your full regular name, then you can just use that. But if it's something that you have a more so name that you're known by, then that's going to play a very, very important precedent in how people are going to perceive you and what the universe is going to attract to you. Because in Chaldean numerology, it's a little bit different than Western, where Western, they believe you just use the numbers kind of like a cheat code. You could see this, that. With the Eastern now, they're saying it's more so, no, you have a birth number up to 35. It still is with you your whole life, but it's the dominant number. Your name number is what you naturally attract. It's what you give out to the universe, and it's what you are going to be naturally good at. Your highest self is like your subconscious, deepest self that you're not going to be able to come in touch with until you're 35 to 40. And based on that fact, that's why a lot of people have midlife crises, according to Chaldean numerology, because they're getting more in touch with their highest self. And if that's not matching up with the human vessel that they've become, then they're going to have a lot of problems in their life. So if you look at it from that aspect, it is quite easy. You just need to understand what 3 divisions you have. So look at it like this. What's my spiritual self, which is life path, which wouldn't change if you already know it. Psychic number wouldn't change. It's just your birth number. And then your name number is the only thing that might change, because instead of looking at your full legal name at birth, we're looking at full legal name now, or the name that's spoken about the most. And I'd definitely recommend looking into the name that's spoken about the most. That's going to hold the keys to the universe for you. All right, so that's my little truth and summary about Chaldean numerology. I'm going to now go into each of the numbers and show you guys how it's a little bit different than the Western. But if you guys have any questions or have any suggestions that you guys want me to cover during this chapter, just let me know. Aside from that, guys, please like, subscribe, holla at me. That's it for today, guys. Peace.